Thank you, love. So I had to come on here and let y'all know that we have now hit 100 subscribers. Woo woo! And for that, I want to let y'all know that I am very thankful and grateful, of course. So today we are going to be doing something very special, just our way of saying thank you to our subscribers and anybody out there that might be looking into subscribing. You know, the reason why this is very important to me because this is a mental challenge, right? For me. So this is not, I didn't get 100 subscribers from, whatever, shaking my butt or sharing drama videos or sharing everybody else videos even. I got these 100 subscribers loyally, specifically that's looking for mental clarity. And for that, I want to say thank you because it's not a lot of people out there that's willing, thank you, that's willing to even subscribe or even take a look at somebody that talk about the things that we talk about right here, right? So I just want to tell y'all how proud I am today and say thank you. And what I'm going to do is everybody who pick a number from 1 to, we're going to make it 1 to 30, right? You got to be on YouTube and you got to be subscribed to me, right? So you got to comment on this video in the comments. And I'll tell y'all, since it's on YouTube, I'll make it even easier. The first person, you don't have to be on here while I'm live. The very first person who comments on this video, the number will win the prize, okay? And we already have the number written down. So I will let you know that as well. Twin, will you do me a favor real quick? Will you so actually I'll do one even better. Will you come back down here in like 15-20 minutes and just say a number? I'll have you pick the number so nobody feel like I'm cheating. Thank you. All right. So let's get into it. So if you don't know, my name is Queen A. I am an author of Clarity and Confidence, and I also am a clarity coach. Well, what is a clarity coach? I help young to middle-aged adults gain clarity in order to build their confidence. A lot of people nowadays, especially young to middle-aged adults, they have trouble with overcoming their failures. They always feel like, nothing is enough, or they didn't last, or maybe this didn't work out a certain way. So they tend to lose faith. And the reason why I feel like, well, statistics show, it's not what I feel. Statistics show that the reason why you're feeling like that, if you are that young to middle-aged adult, is because maybe you are on social media a lot. Maybe you're looking at everybody else's account and you're like, man, why ain't that happening for me? He got that blessing. Why can't I get that blessing? I've been looking for that. I've been waiting on that. They got that grant. Well, I've been waiting. I've been trying to get a grant. She opened her shop. I've been trying to open my shop, right? It becomes more of a comparison. One of the things that I had to learn myself is I'm in my 40s. We only had to worry about our neighborhood. We didn't have cell phones. Yes, can you believe it? It was a world without cell phones, guys. So we didn't have cell phones. Think about that for a second. No cell phones. I remember when we first got pagers, and they was these little things that we would keep on our hip, and we always we thought we was doing something then. And even then with a pager, what you had to do was you would have to text somebody from the pager or either dial them, call in, and text the number that you wanted them to call. And then, so we'll look at it when it go off, and then we'll run to a phone, a pay phone or a house phone or whatever, and we would call whoever had just paged us. And I say that to say this, like YouTube, we didn't even have YouTube. Like there was no, can you believe it, guys? I'm just thinking now, I can't even think about a world or fathom a world without YouTube. But nevertheless, there was a world without YouTube. Therefore, it made us more secluded, meaning that if something happened, or maybe you got embarrassed, right? You got embarrassed or you had an embarrassing moment. You only had to worry about that specific neighborhood, maybe even that city. Let's just say that specific city, seeing or even hearing about what happened. Now, what we're seeing is if anything happens in the world, if you have any little embarrassing moment, whether it be, you trip, or you dug in your butt, I don't care what it is, or you were supposed to pass a test but you didn't pass it. Everything is becoming so publicized, And it's not just publicized in your neighborhood. It's not just publicized in your city. It's publicized throughout the world. Think about that. Anything that you do now is publicized throughout the world. Yes, it's publicized throughout the world. So be mindful of what you're putting on social media. Be mindful of the things that you're even saying on social media, because these are things that you cannot take back. I love to tell people that there's no such thing as delete or takeaway in the social media world. Okay. So that's why these 100 subscribers are very important to Queen A. Very important. And don't forget, if you just jumped on here, or if anybody's watching this video, I don't care if you watch it now or in the future, the first person to comment the number between 1 and 30 will win the prize. Okay. So we'll make sure that you get that prize. And actually, matter of fact, the first person who comments the number, I'm gonna have my son come down here, and matter of fact, I'm not gonna have him say it. I'm gonna have him write it on a piece of paper. And then the first person to comment will actually make a video, and we'll say what the number is. Because I just thought about that. If we say it in this video, somebody can go back and then they'll comment the number and they'll win. So yeah, that didn't make sense. So I had to think about that for a second. Now, one of the things I want to tell y'all that I'm finding that a lot of people need on this journey to clarity, young to middle-aged adults, is we need to learn how to get our thoughts out of our mind. We have 1,000,001 thoughts. And the reason for that is that goes back to even online, because we are online constantly. We're constantly getting sold, right? Think about it. Every time we're online, you pop up, they're trying to sell you something. They're trying to get you to join a group. They're trying to get you to answer something. It's always something that they're needing your response. They're needing your attention online, whether it be Facebook, whether it be YouTube, whether it be Google, whether it be, your job. It doesn't matter. Everybody is putting everything online. Another thing that's happening is the reason why we feel like we have 1,000,000 thoughts in our head is because with everything, we're constantly scrolling, right? We're online. We're constantly scrolling. We're scrolling. So just think about that for a second. A video pops up. Let's say the first 5 minutes, not even first 5 minutes, the first 10 seconds, you're not even interested. So what happens? You usually scroll. You scroll again to the next video. Then it's the next first 10 seconds, you're not there. You keep scrolling until you find something that catches your interest right away. Now, I want to say that. I want y'all to focus on that for a minute. What happens is it takes away our thinking process a little bit. Now, instead of us internalizing things, we're not. Things are right here, right in front. So what happens is when we're looking to learn, when we're looking to even set goals, when we're looking to overcome our fears, when we're even looking to have clarity, we can't seem to have them because we're looking for an answer right now. We wanted, well, how can I get clarity today? How can I, do this today? How can I become this entrepreneur and be this millionaire today? We're looking for things today. Today. And it's good to look for that. Let me say this for a minute. It's actually good to have the views. It's actually good to have the goals. It's actually good to have the vision. It's actually good to have that vision today. Right? It's good to have that vision today. But you know what's even better? Having the vision of how you are going to get to that goal today. That's what we focus on right here in this channel. So we don't focus on, man, I want to be the millionaire, or man, I want to be the top clarity coach in the world. That's vague, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I do think of that daily, but my focus is not that. In order for me to have clarity, in order for me to build my confidence, in order for me to, understand what respect is, in order for me to conquer these things, in order for me to tap into active listening, guess what I have to do? Guess what you have to do? You have to draw back. And I have to say, you know what? I have to take all them different thoughts out and put them on paper, right? And of course, y'all know we have our products. So we have our journals, right? So you put them out. You would put them in a journal, like our journals, right? We have these. You would put them out, take them out of your head, all your thoughts, right? You're going to put them on a journal. Put them in a journal, right on a piece of paper. And what you're going to do is, the reason why I say we have to internalize things. We have to look at things, get them out of our head and onto paper. I can't stress this enough. Get the thoughts out of your head and onto paper. Why do I say that, Queen A? Now, guess what you're doing? They're not just in your head. Now you're actually looking at them. You're thinking about them. You're processing them, right? And if you read them, you're actually hearing them. You're internalizing them to yourself. So instead of using just the where you're just thinking and you just have one sensory going, you are tapping into 3 at one time. You have your hearing going, you have your seeing going, and then what else? Right? You have that thinking, that mental going on right there. You're tapping into that. But these are things that we talk about. So people make things so vague, so broad, right? So vague and so broad. What if you learned how to tap into the real you? What if you learned to tap into that goal of how to become a millionaire? What if you learned into how to tap into that goal of how to overcome your failures? What if you learned how? What if? What if? I can't stress that enough. What if? We don't have that confidence. We don't have that clarity because we don't even do things. We don't even understand, well, what is confidence? What is confidence? Well, what is it, Queen A? You keep telling me to have confidence, but what is it? Even though we have confidence in the light switch, right? We have confidence in the internet every day. Meaning if you like being on Facebook, you like being on YouTube, you like being on TikTok, Instagram, it doesn't matter. Pick a platform. If you love being on it and you get up and you jump up and you check that the first thing in the AM, that means that you have confidence in that. What is confidence, you say, Queen A? Confidence is nothing but a firm belief or trust in someone or something. That means you have that firm belief and that trust in that internet. That is going to be working, right, properly in order for you to access Facebook, in order for you to access YouTube, right? In order for you to be right here with Queen A today. If you didn't have a little bit of confidence, you wouldn't even take normal steps. See, one of the things I want to talk to y'all about is you already have confidence within you every day. You're just putting it into other things. You're putting it into the light switch. You're putting it into, meaning electricity. You're putting it into the water. You're putting it into when you're traveling, whether you get on the bus or you drive a car, you have firm belief. A firm belief and trust that bus is going to get you to work, or you wouldn't get on the bus. If you had any doubt that bus would get you to work, or that it might be a crash or the wheel was going to fall off or anything, would you get on the bus? No, you would not. So that means that you have a firm belief and a firm trust in that. Take that and apply it to yourself. But how do you do that? This book right here, very short, straight to the point. That's why it's called Clarity and Confidence. It shows you just how to do that. We don't understand how to do these things. And it's just simple things such as change your environment. Y'all ever heard of that saying that if you can't change the people around you, change the people around you? Do it? Any of you have a clue of what that means? If you can't seem to change your environment, and this is people, places, or things, it just said if you can't change the people around you. But if you can't change the places around you, change the places around you. That means if you're going out and you like, you know what, I'm tired of looking at this scenery. This is just not, for me, this is aggravating. I'm frustrated. I don't understand this. Every time I come out here, it's make me feel so depressed and negative. It's not a good feeling. Well, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to change the places that you're seeing every day? How are you going to do that? You have to tap into that and understand and get clarity on just how to do that. But the first thing first is to even understand what confidence is, having that firm belief and trust in you. Not in your mama, not in your daddy, not in your auntie, your cousins. This is nice. I'm not telling you not to have firm belief and trust in them. I'm not telling you not to. I want you to have confidence in them. It's a blessing when you have confidence in them. But let me say this. It's even greater. It's more fascinating. It's more reliable when you can have firm belief and trust in yourself. And see, a lot of people will say, well, Queen A, I do have firm belief and I do have a firm trust in myself. That's what a lot of people would say. But then I would say to you, if you are that person that feels like, I have a firm belief, I have that trust, I have all that in myself, and you are now, it's a lot of people out here that do. Let me explain, y'all. It's a lot of people that out here that do, but it's way more people out here that think they have confidence in themselves, that firm belief and that trust in themselves, that really truly don't. Why would I say that? Why would I say that? Because there's a lot of people that tell me they have, oh, I have all the confidence, I'm very confident in myself, and I say, oh, okay, I love that. So, tell me about, if it's anything you could do in your life, anything, what would it be? Now, most people would tell me that, oh man, if I could be anything in life, I want to be, financially stable. If I could be anything in life, shoot, I'd be rich. If I could be anything in life, I could be a singer. If I could be anything in life, I'll be a doctor. If I could be anything in life. And, and I let them talk. I let them get that out. Then I come back. Because y'all know Queen A is a clarity coach. So if I'm asking you this question and you talking to me and you say, you know what, if I could be anything in the world, I want to be the best, doctor in the world because I want to save people. I want to operate on people. This is it, like, I know I could do it, or I want to be the best detective in the world because I know I could solve these cases that everybody missing out on. Guess what Queen A is going to ask you? Well, why aren't? No, we ain't going to start there. The first question I want to know is, what steps are you taking to make that happen? Then that's when you hear the crickets. Like, y'all hear the crickets and y'all hear the birds? That's what you hear. You will hear that. And they're like, well, right now I ain't got time, but this and that. And that's what, to me, that's where the fear comes in at. The fear and the doubt that we have in self a lot of times. And the reason why we can't seem to accomplish goals, and the reason why we can't seem to have that firm belief and trust in ourselves, because we feel like we have to stay stuck where we are at. We have to, I have to stay at this job now because, I got 401k, I got this invested, I got vacation, I got to stay here. I mean, you'll hear everything. Or, shoot, my kids here, or this is where we at. I can't right now. I got this problem. You'll hear 80 million problems coming up. My dog died, anything. And you let them explain that. That is what the journal is for. Write it out. Write it out. So you let them explain that, right? And then you'll say, Queen A, I want to know, okay, well, now I want to know what steps, right? So why aren't you taking the proper steps to apply yourself, to plant that seed in your mind so you can water your thoughts and bloom into whatever it is that you want it to be, right? Whatever it is that you told Queen A what you want it to be. So a confident person, let me tell you a confident answer. When somebody says, if I say, if it's anything you could be in life, what would you be? And you like, if it's anything I could be in life, I'll be a firefighter because I just like putting out fires. And you're not a firefighter. Guess what? Queen A is going to challenge you now because I want to know, okay, well, what steps are you taking to become a firefighter? Right? Right. So twin, my apologies. We just go. I'm gonna write it down because one of the things I was thinking. So my son is here, y'all. So my son is right here. One of the things I was thinking, if we write it down, I mean, if you say it, if somebody watch the replay, they're gonna know the number. Then they're gonna just comment it. So maybe we should write it, and then when somebody comment, we'll show it in the video. Like we'll make a little video, and then when somebody win, you feel me? Like, so just write a number down, and I'm gonna make a little video of that. Thank you. All right, so back to what I was saying. So if you want to be that, you're not a firefighter. Of course, I want to know what steps are you taking to become that firefighter. And if you like, you know what, well, that's just something that I would do, but I really don't have the time for that, or I just hey, I can, I'm this and that, I got a felony and this, people give you 80 million excuses, right? So my thing gonna be is okay, well, if you're not making the proper steps to become that firefighter, why aren't you? Right? What is keeping you from taking the proper steps to become that firefighter? To do that, if that's something that you really truly believe in, you have a firm that's like something you truly want to do, because people will tell you with passion what they want to do. That's why you ask them first, what is it, anything that you want to be in life, what would it be? Because that's where the most passion is going to come from. If I flip it and I say, what steps are you taking to be the best? If you thought of whatever you want to be, what steps are you taking to be that? And I asked that first, I wouldn't get as much passion. It would be like, well, right now, I really, I want to be a firefighter, but it's you got it written down. All right. So I want y'all to see what color paper it's on and see that we got a number written down. All right. So whoever comments the first number between 1 and 30, right? We're gonna make another video. I'm gonna make another snippet video. Yes, I am. And whoever will win. Have the choice of picking between. We have our paperback book right here, which is Clarity and Confidence. Yes, this is our book, Queen A book. Okay, and then we have this Clarity is Key journal. Now this one right here. Make sure that this is to get y'all thoughts out. A journal is very important. I write my thoughts every day now, every day. And these are paperback books, okay? And I already have the number right here written out. As y'all see, it's on a pink paper. So the first person to comment the number will win, okay? So if you're watching this, and you have to be subscribed. So if you comment, I'm going to look at the subscribers and see, like, okay, Lil Tookie commented, but is Lil Tookie subscribed? Yeah, I know Lil Tookie is my go-to name, or if you watch me. But that is what we do right here. That is what I focus on right here. I get to the real thing. A lot of people say the why. I focus on the how, right? How can we make this happen? How can we make it happen? Because a lot of people can understand. A lot of people know why they want to do things. That's why when they say focus on the why, a lot of people understand why. A lot of people know they want to do it for their kids and their grandkids, and they want to, leave a legacy, and they want to be financially free. They know that, they understand that. But the how are you going to do it? So Queen A, as a clarity coach, I like to focus on the how. How are we going to take the steps to complete it and get it done? So first, I want to know, what's your biggest dreams? If you can do anything else, right? If you're confident, a confident person is going to answer like, hey, I'm a firefighter, like if they're a firefighter and I as a firefighter, if you could do anything else in your life, what would it be? They'd be like, nothing. I'm right here where I'm at. Like, I love putting out fires. I love what I do. I love saving lives. That's a confident response. A confident response is not anything else than what you're doing. So if you love to flip burgers, you should be flipping burgers. I don't care. Or even working your way into flipping burgers, practicing with a spatula. I don't know. You know better than Queen A, because that's not my field, right? Or find somebody. You should be searching on, how can I make this happen, right? How? So that is something that I want to leave y'all with, and I wanted to talk to y'all about right here. It's talking to you about understanding how to build your own confidence. That is what we do right here. That is what a clarity coach do. I help you understand how to tap into your own thoughts, how to water your own mindset. We get so caught up in watering everybody else. We'll tell everybody else how beautiful they is. We'll tell everybody else how much that they can do. You can be whatever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. All you gotta do is do it. We didn't even tell them the steps from A to Z how to do it. A lot of us know how to do things, but when it comes to ourselves, that's a different story. When it comes to ourselves, we like this. That's how we are. That's how most people are when it comes to their self. And I used to be like that. Let me tell y'all. Queen A was the best at giving advice. Oh, I could give you the best advice, hands down. And then even in the process of me giving people advice, I can remember giving people advice and I'm thinking in my head, like, man, this is good. I need to take my own advice. Jeez. Like, girl, you good. Queen, you on what? Right? How many of y'all did that? How many of y'all? I know some people that's watching this live or that's gonna watch it that done that. I've done it. I've done it. I say that to say it's we give so much grace to everybody else, but we don't give grace to ourselves. We don't give gratitude to ourselves. We don't give uplifting to ourselves. Why is that? We don't give determination to ourselves. We don't even, forgive ourselves. How many of you out there still mad for something you did? Because you mad at yourself because you know what? I should have took that job. Man, I should have took that job. Or you know what? I shouldn't have left that job. I should have stayed there. You know what? Dang, I should have, oh man, took the opportunity, or I shouldn't even spend my money on this. So I'm mad I broke it. Y'all mad over things that you can't change. A lot of y'all can't move on from that. You can't move on. You can't give yourself forgiveness because you're still mad and angry at something that you in the past. And something I want to tell y'all is yesterday is gone. Today is here. And tomorrow never comes. So every day you wake up, tell yourself, yesterday is gone. Today is here. And tomorrow never comes. I just came up with that. I'm gonna have to write that down, y'all. That's good. I'm gonna have to write that down. But yes, I want y'all to remember that. Yesterday is gone. Today is here. Tomorrow never comes. Meaning, we always need to focus on the now. We always need to focus on the today. I understand that. Let me tell y'all, I'm a mother who had a son that passed away. My oldest son passed away. I had a gun put to my head 4 times. I have been through some things. Trust me when I say I had to learn how to forgive myself. My birthdays. Never wanted to do nothing because my son passed away the day before my birthday. I not ever allowed myself to even enjoy my Earth Day because of that. Because I always felt as if, I wouldn't be the best mother, or I wouldn't be a great mother if I celebrated my Earth Day knowing that my son passed away the day before my Earth Day. Remind you, he passed away the day before my Earth Day 22 years ago. No, 23 years ago. Ooh. Oh, hold on. 24. Because my oldest son about to be 20. Yeah. So I want y'all to understand that, oh my gosh, 26 years. God, I had to think about the year and now what year it is. Man, time goes fast. I didn't even realize I was about to be 43 this year. But to say this, it's been years, right? It's been years. And yet I still never allowed myself to heal from that. I'm not even enjoying myself properly because I'm still worried about yesterday. And it's gone. There's nothing I can do about what happened yesterday. I don't care what happened yesterday. There's nothing you can do about it. What can you do today, right now, to get to where you want to be? Because remember, tomorrow never comes. So I'm not going to tell you to get to where you want to be tomorrow, because tomorrow don't ever come, or to get to where you want to be in the future. Because to me, if you ask me, the future don't come. We all live in the now. We all live in the today. So what are you going to do today to get to where you want to be today? Right? Later on today. Let's say it like that. What are you going to do right now to get where you want to be later on today? So when you look at the future like it's later on today, because tomorrow not ever comes. How many of y'all heard tomorrow never comes before? And y'all like, well, Queen A, technically tomorrow does come. Let me tap into y'all mental real quick. Let's see, Queen A is a clarity coach, because I know y'all got y'all hand raised, and I know y'all saying, well, it is a such thing as tomorrow, Queen A. But let me tell y'all something. When you wake up tomorrow, your tomorrow, right? Because when you wake up later on today, for me, it's later on today. So when you wake up for your tomorrow, I want you to ask yourself, what day is it? Is it yesterday? Is it today? Or is it tomorrow? Are you going to wake up and say, yes, it is tomorrow? No, nobody. It's not tomorrow. When you wake up, it's today. It's always going to be today. It's not tomorrow. You can't wake up and say it's tomorrow. That's impossible. It's impossible to be tomorrow today. See how that works? That's a little mad thing for y'all. But that's my style of teaching. Now, if it don't work for you, because my style of teaching don't flow for everybody. But like I say, I am a clarity coach. Because if we take out the future, we take away the later, and we focus on the now, like, what am I doing today so I can have that million later on today? Y'all see how that sound? That sound good. What am I doing today so I can be that top clarity coach of the world later on today? Because later on today, I'm telling you. Later on today, I'm telling y'all. See how that worked? That just sound good, don't it? I want y'all to say this with me, right? I declare that later on today, not tomorrow, not in the future, that I will have everything that I desire and need. Now, y'all see, I didn't say what you desire and want. I said what you desire and need for a reason. Because a lot of people desire things that they truly don't need. So when I'm telling you this, when I'm not saying, because a lot of people desire to kill people, but that's not what you need. You don't need to risk your life and throw your life away. A lot of people desire to throw their life away on drugs. That ain't what you need. No. So that's why I said everything you desire and need that you will have. So let's say this again now. I, Queen A, declare that everything that I desire, right, I will have today, later on today, right? So let me say that again. I, Queen A, will have everything that I desire and need, right, for later on today, not tomorrow and not in the future. I will have it later on today. I will have it. I want y'all to understand that. Get used to saying later on today. Now, this is something new that I'm doing, but I want y'all to understand how powerful that is. That takes away the long term. It lets you understand that how short span of a time, as y'all call it, that we have. We only have a short amount of space. What are you going to do with the space and time that you have? What are you going to do? So the first person to comment the number 1 through 30 will win their own choice of our paperback book, Clarity and Confidence, or our own personal customized journals, okay? But that's what I have for y'all today. I hope I really tapped into somebody mental with this live. I really do. I really, truly do. And if you ain't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Huh? Make sure that you go ahead and subscribe, like, and share. Share with somebody else because it always takes a village. And that's the problem. We missing the village. And if nobody else loves y'all already know Queen A does. Later. Don't forget to comment 1 through 30. All right, later. Mwah.